When it comes to measuring with informal or formal units in primary school, I really like to use party streamers, and I'll show you why. But before I do have to mention their only downside, and that is that they can curl up a little bit. So just be prepared to have some sticky tape to smooth them out and tape them down. Now, the thing I love about party streamers is because they've got two advantages. The first one being that they're thick enough to write on, and I'm going to explain more about that in a second. And the other thing is that you can go outside, maybe measure how fast students can jump, or have the space to get them to lie down and measure how tall they are. Be able to take the measurements, cut the streamers to match the length, and then bring them back into the classroom where they can really work to figure out the exact measurements. Now let's just say I've been matched up with a partner and I've got my streamer that tells me how tall I am. Now, because we can write on these, we're going to use the texter and we're going to build our place value understanding by marking how many tens and how many more. Now, this is where I'd usually tape it across the table, but so that you can clearly see what I'm doing in the video, I'm just going to deal with the slight curling for the moment. So now I'm going to use Unifix blocks, and especially having a stick of 10 to work out how many tens and how many more. So like every measurement activity, you need to make sure you're emphasizing things like making sure our Unifix starts right at this very start, not leaving any gaps. And once you've done that, you're going to make a line across. Now here I can say that this is 10. So I know that this chunk is worth 10. And now I'm going to go up to my next line. And now I've got my second 10, I'm at 20. So now I'm up to 60. And now I've got a little bit less than a 10. So now I can use my remaining ones to work out the difference. And I might just tape it down for this bit. So now that I've gone with my ones, I can see I've got 7 ones. And so altogether I've got 6, 10, 60 and 7 more. So my total length is going to be 67. And I should probably write the unit in there as well. 67 Unifix blocks long. Yeah, so that's how I use streamers in my classroom to help re-emphasize place value by breaking measures up into tens and ones. And this works just as, I've used obviously Unifix blocks today, but it works just as good with formal units as well, and even your centimetres with your ruler. So for example, if I was using a ruler, instead of breaking up into tens, I might break it up into the 30 centimetres, which are your typical rulers, and do 30 centimetre chunks and then get the students to add those together at the end to find their measure. But either way, it's a great way to partition different measurements. Now it's your turn. Go math it up.